Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella.
Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick.
Kaya, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
Really good. The last time you and I spoke, it was for Crawl.
Yay.
And there's two things I want to mention. One is over lockdown, I think I watched Crawl about 15 times. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And two is, I don't know whether you noticed this, but both Crawl and Resident Evil start with you looking for an estranged family member in the middle of a storm,
Yeah.
surrounded by a horrific scenario. So
A weird town. Yeah.
right, yeah, an abandoned looking town. So I was sitting there, I was like, I guess maybe because I watched Crawl so many times, I was like, this is very familiar.
We've been here before.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I am a massive Resident Evil fan from the games anyway, and it was great just seeing the nods and the kind of influences of the game and the games. Was there any particular, I guess, nods or stuff that maybe you were aware of, or that the director writer put in that maybe you think fans might overlook?
Oh, that's a good one. I think, we really tried to pepper in as much as possible. The whole kind of idea behind this movie was to as a gift to the fans of the video games. So there are kind of lots of elements in the background. There are a lot of kind of Easter eggs behind people. There's also some quite kind of obvious ones, things like the jacket, that we worked really hard on getting the tone right of. One of my favorite little details is that Claire wears the feather necklace from the first two games. That was really important to me, and I really wanted to get that right. And it's actually kind of the most special thing I've taken from it. At the end of the shoot, the props department gave it to me splattered in blood. And so I have it preserved and bloody in my bedroom. And I think that's the big symbol of Claire to me. And that was something I really wanted us to have in the movie. But there are definitely lots of little things hidden around.
Fantastic. I do look forward to any day you might have to explain where someone is just like, is that a blood-covered necklace you've got? Just
There's worse stuff in my closet. That was the scary thing. So.
I don't want to do any spoilers whatsoever, but there is a scene towards the end of this that was giving me pure Ellen Ripley moments. Where you are saving a particular character. You kind of arrive out of nowhere and you get this line that is essentially this movie's version of Ripley's "Get away from her, you bitch."
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, like it was a real cathartic moment for that for me. Like I imagine, like, considering you're armed with a shotgun and you get a killer line that you did in this film, like that must have been a lot of fun to do.
I mean, definitely the highlight of the shoot for me. My hero has always been Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. Like, she's always been my icon, and it really felt like that moment for me as well, where it felt like pure movie making. And I was so excited, and I was so adamant that it not get cut, that right after we filmed it, I went into the producer's tent and I threatened them all. And I told them I had to keep it in the movie because I wanted people to see me looking cool. But yeah, it was definitely the funnest moment. The kind of the atmosphere, the shotgun, the line, everything coming together, really felt fun.
Well, again, I'm not wanting to get into any kind of spoilers whatsoever, but the movie does kind of set itself up perfectly for everyone who survives to come back. I don't know how versed you are with the future of your character in the video game stories, but I've got two potentials, and I'm curious which one you'd be like, that's the one I want. I want that
Whatever one is set in a hot country as opposed to cold Canada.
Well, that's tricky because one of the stories for Claire is that she starts off in Paris. So that's not too bad.
That's not bad.
But then she's arrested and she's put in a prison in the Antarctic.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And the other one is she starts off at a Christmas party, well, at her job, which again, nice start, not too bad. And then she's arrested and she's put in a prison in the Baltic Sea.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I choose Christmas party because then she can be a little bit tipsy and maybe she won't be as cold.
So that's That's the future for Claire. We like that.
That's
We want that. I forgot to ask, what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, my favorite scary movie. What's the one with the little fairy things that were terrifying?
Little fairy things.
The little fairy, they were terrifying, and there were loads of them, and they
Is
were
it like Gremlins or Critters or
Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Oh, that's given me nightmares since I watched that when I was way too young. I also watched The Exorcist when at my 8th birthday party sleepover, and my mother got called into the school because all the other parents had complained about it, and she got in a lot of trouble, and we traumatized a lot of kids that night. So yeah.
But I mean, that's the goal of a slumber party, really.
Yes.
Like if you're not screaming the house down at a sleepover, you're it's failed.
Long-term psychological effects.
Fantastic. Kaya, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
We gotta get out of here. We're gonna take Umbrella down.